Good morning, Steve and Steve, my friends from Asius Technologies. You had a very interesting discussion with Ray Kurzweil the other day, and it was clear that you have something disruptive over here, which is really going to threaten some of the incumbent players. How are you going to turn a great idea into a great product? Because there's a big difference between having something which you think people want, and having a product that you know that customers will buy. How are you going to now create something that is truly in demand by customers?
So we have this situation where earbuds cause your ear to move visibly, and we filmed this. So the more that gets out, the more people realize, wait, do I want to experience that? And they would stop experiencing it, even at the risk of lowering the volumes they're listening to. But they don't have to do that. With our technology, they can listen at the volumes they want to listen to, and it sounds just as loud. So getting the word out on that is the first step of our marketing. Mr. Libacek, please address.
I'd say, just to build on that a little bit, it is the health aspect that we offer, and we want to capitalize on that really with word of mouth and use amplification and the amplifier effect that you get from friends referring really a product to a friend that just not only performs better, that sounds better, but also conserves your hearing and has a safety and health aspect to it.
You sound like normal entrepreneurs who think that if I build it, they'll come. It doesn't happen that way. There's I mean, yes, we read about products that go viral, but very few products actually do go that way. You really need to figure out what your marketing strategy is over here. How are people going to know that you exist?
Now, we are in discussions with Stevie Wonder, and of course you have the Beats and Dr. Dre Association, and I don't know how well Beats would have done without that sort of association. And since Stevie was there in the beginning with us with the in-the-ear monitors, it's kind of a logical progression, and we feel that that is a real possibility. Also, you have this situation where cell phones and the devices that we're using right now have an 80% increased risk of hearing loss. So our technology solves that. So we feel that Google with its Android operating systems and Apple with its iOS would have a vested interest in making sure that their customers weren't losing their hearing as they buy more products and use them. And that's what our technology does.
I need to caution you again. Having a great website is necessary as a starting point. So do all of that, because I had criticized you last time for having a very meager website, an unimpressive website. So you need to have a very exciting, sexy website which has a video and which tells people what you're doing. That still doesn't take care of the problem of getting the world to know about it. What you said about Stevie Wonder, however, does. If you can get him behind this thing, if you get him to use it, to hype it, to tell others about it, it will go viral, because now you have someone with the following in the millions doing it. So that's the type of spark that you need. So that's a great idea. Let's say that you get Stevie and a few other superstars using it, and you create the buzz. How are you going to distribute it? How are you going to get it to people? How are you going to price this device? What's your plan on that?
Yeah, just to size the market, there's about 125 million earbuds sold worldwide, and the market for the premium segment above $100 price point has been growing. It's has grown 75% since 2011, and the overall earbud market grew 11% in 2011. So we think that that premium pricing market is growing rapidly. That's where we want to be, with a premium product that's demonstrably superior, has a pleasingly different design. So the price point would be, in that premium segment above $100 for a premium product. The cost of materials to make our improvements is relatively inexpensive, so we can also be competitive at the lower end as well. But initially, we want to really be recognized with a premium price and a premium product.
So good. So you're in great shape as far as your strategy to get the word out. If you can get Stevie Wonder and a bunch of other celebrities to talk about it, that'll be like magic. You know how you want to price your product. How are you going to distribute it? Are you now thinking about selling it through other players, or are you going to sell it over the web? What's your distribution strategy?
Initially, our plan is really to focus on online sales, and we like that because we can control the pricing. We don't have to worry about competing against or underpricing our retailers. We'll get good information on the demographics of our buyers. We'd like to introduce an ambassador program where our very excited, motivated customers get special deals and rewards for promoting the product. So we really initially would like to focus on internet sales, and as retailers come to us, then we'll move out to retailers. We found that generally retailers expect you to provide an advertising budget and marketing dollars, and until we can really do that, it may be harder to attract retailers initially.
A lot of great companies these days get their starts online. So frankly, I would focus on that strategy right now, and you'll find that the retailers come to you once you start getting enough market share. They'll say, "Hey, we want to be part of this as well." The challenge over here is that you have a disruptive technology that's going to shake up the existing industry. How do you plan to? I mean, first of all, who are the people that you fear are going to try to undermine you, starting to spread negativity about you, or try to get some legislation passed to stop you? This is what happens with incumbents. That when they can't compete, they start playing dirty tricks to stop exponential technologies from advancing. Who are the bad guys who are going to try to stop you?
Because these inflate in your ear, there has been disinformation that this could explode in your ear, which is about as likely as having a Volkswagen win the Indianapolis 500. It'll never happen. But what we have done is we've met with the industry leaders in both professional audio, consumer audio, as well as the hearing aid industry, because that's the application of all of our technology. A person with an ear mold would rather have something, real soft like that fits any ear than, a big ear mold in their ear. Anyone that makes in-ear monitors, makes earbuds that seal in the ear wholly or partially, headphones, because we even though those aren't nearly as damaging as earbuds, they still sound a lot better with our technology. So I guess you'd say anybody that sells personal listening devices.
Watch out. Whenever
Go
you have
ahead.
advancing technologies, like the Tesla is my favorite example, that it threatens the entire automotive industry, it threatens big oil. And look at the negative press it's been getting, including having influential journalists in the New York Times is now coming up with phony articles about flaws in the car because they're trying to stop this thing. I mean, this is the type of conspiracy that you have when you have all sorts of negativity being spread, which people begin to believe, and that's what can stop you. So keep that in mind because you have an exponential technology. But I'm very impressed with your progress, and I like what I've heard. So thumbs up. Wish you lots of success, and I think that you're destined for greatness, my friends.
Thank you again, Vivek. We're very honored to have you mentor us, and
I'm glad to
hope
help.
to continue this for a long time to come.
Absolutely.